Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by. JT9, and yes, again, we are in my bathroom. So what we're going to do today, guys, is you can see I've been growing out this big stash, and I'm going to show you today on how I put in mustache wax. So just real quick before we get going, what I'm doing is I record basically raw videos of my journey along the way of my beard growing journey, as I call it. I'm growing south. And so yeah, along the way, it's products and tools that I find that work well or that don't, and I pass that information on to you. And so hopefully you can learn from me. I'm more than happy to learn from you too. If you guys want to leave comments and so forth, that's great. So yeah, this is my beard journey, and we're learning along the way, and hopefully you will follow. If you want to do that and watch my other videos, subscribe, and I would appreciate that. Thanks. All right, so let's get going on the mustache wax. So like I said, just to set this up a little bit, like I said, as you can tell, I'm in my bathroom, and behind the camera, I've got a big mirror, and it's directly behind. So I'm actually looking in the mirror right now and in the camera. So I may even be a lean in here and do a little bit into the camera and use that as my mirror so that you can see also. I don't want to be, going out on that side over there and you're like, what's he doing? So just so you know, that's what I'm doing. I'm basically going to use my camera as my mirror. So yeah, like I said, I'm actually growing this out. I did do a little bit of trimming. I don't know, a week or so ago. I actually hit some thin, longer ones that it just was not working for what I was doing. So I did cut a little bit off. I hate to say that, but I did. So what I got right now is this is dry. There's no oil, no balm, there's no wax, there's nothing in my stash. Actually, I went dry all day yesterday, and figured that today what I will do is show you what I do on a regular basis. So a must-have mustache comb. This little gem here. I've actually got some other ones too. This one here works very well. But yeah, you definitely need a mustache wax, comb, and let me just show you what I got going here, what I'm dealing with. So I guess that's the walrus. But yeah, you've got that look, which I don't do that. I wear it to the side. You can see I do have a little bit of cutting that I've done in here, so that is trimmed. But what I normally do is I wear it to the side, and that's exactly, I'm parting this and going over, and that's exactly what I'm gonna have my wax do for me, is to basically to hold it in place. So I've got 10 in my pocket of wax. Let me just show you what I got going on here. Look at that pretty color of that. All right. So on this one here, what I normally do is, like I said, I've got quite a bit. You may, depending on the size of your stash, actually the directions on this wax calls for about a size of a piece of grain. I'm sorry, a grain of rice. But once you push that out of there, you're talking, a grain of rice, something like that. So I'm actually going to do 2 of those. So I've got me some wax, and I'm going to soften it in between my finger and my thumb. And my main goal is with this guy is I want it to look nice, lay nice, but I want it to stay out of my mouth. So my first thing, what I do is I got it on here. It's just those 4 fingers, 2 fingers and 2 thumbs. Get it heated up a little bit. And then I'll start down here above my mouth, or above my mouth, and I'll just push the hair because I want to split it. or part it. So I was just split this hair along the way. I'll take some of this, maybe a little bit here, and I put that in my patch there. And I will also comb and put that where I want it. So I have pushed this away from my mouth. I'm going to use this excess on my thumbs. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Again, I get me another clob, a little dab, and then I'll melt it down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to go down here and go down to the ends. And I'm not doing the big handlebars with the thin and the curls and so forth. I'm basically just doing what I'm calling a natural mustache, but it's got wax in it to keep it where I want it. All right, guys, I think we're getting close here. Let me take a gander in the mirror here real quick. Yeah, and then, so it's basically I pushed out of my way so I can eat a sandwich without getting hair, right? I'm going to use my comb. Comb on each side. Do a little bit of my patch. Remember, I put some wax in here, and see if you can see underneath there is, if it wasn't for my patch, I would have a big bald spot there. So you guys that are like, hey, what should I do? If you grow your patch out, guys, grow your patch out, and then you can actually, I'm splitting that up and to the left, straight down to the right. And it's basically just covering, and I'm hoping over time as it grows, and which it has, it's filling that in. So I do that with my wax too. And then basically my mustache where it's at right now is how I'm gonna wear it. Now with the wax, I can also, if I want, we get a little bit more of a put more of a little bit of a curl on the bottom of that. And there. What I like about this particular wax is it doesn't get real hard. It's a hard or a strong hold, but it's good enough to where midday, if I want to go in after eating and drinking and so forth, and if I wanted to comb and do a little, a little bit of in the mirror or whatever, you can do that. And that's what I like about this wax. So it's actually pretty cool. And actually what I'm using is I'm using the SavvyJack. I don't know if you guys seen my other videos, but right now that's the only wax that I use. I'll try other ones and test other ones, but I do like this. So guys, that's what I'm doing with my mustache on a daily basis. I put in my wax. I start in above my lip to get the hair away from my mouth, and I push it out, and then I style it to a way that it looks good, and voila, it holds. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like the stash? Do you like the curvature of what I've got going on here? And what products are you using in your stash? And maybe, hey, I wouldn't mind testing that out too. So guys, again, I appreciate it. Stick around and follow me. Grow South, guys.